Hey, today let's have a look at director Zack and Adam's Final Destination Bloodlines. Yeah, that series where death be like, nah, I'm not skipping my meeting. The whole vibe of these films is just the same. A main character in this movie will get a freaky dream, which is not just a regular dream, it's just a sneak peek of a grim future which is about to happen quite soon. And this sixth part follows the same footprint. Our heroine has a nightmare about her grandma who is in a sky high restaurant which is very recently opened. And suddenly, boom, the wild things happened in a dream. She woke up with cold hands, totally shook up because this nightmare has been haunting her for the past 2 months straight. And girls like, enough is enough, I'm going to visit the grandma to find the bottom of this. Grandma drops a bombshell. Sweetie, that's not just the regular dream you had. That disaster did really happen, but I managed to stop it back in that day, says the grandma. And here's the kicker. Everyone who were involved in that event was starting to drop like flies in some creepy cosmic hit list. Adding to the pile of these shocking statements, Granny says, I am next, and since you're my kin, death's got your number too. Our heroine's jaw fell right on the floor. What happens next? Oh no, who's next is what this remaining movie is all about. This Final Destination series got kicked off in early 2000s, and especially part 1 and 2, and they were monstrous hits. Why? Because the story was fresh and those wild creative deaths, it was straight up iconic. Even to this day, when I see a truck hauling logs, I think about Final Destination, the log scene. That's the mark these movies have left. These parts 1 and 2 were absolute smashers both in India and in worldwide. But then they kept churning out part 3, 4 and until 5 they made it. And people were like, dude, just take a nap. And now after 14-year break, they are back with the part 6. And guess what? They've dusted out the same old playbook, but spruced it up enough, just enough to keep you glued. This time they've carved out a new cool setting, which makes the story pop. And speaking about the characters, some were legit fire, especially the grandma. Her flashback to the wild youth and now cheating the death in her cozy sweater, those were chef's kiss. And this tattoo artist guy, it's a pretty new character which I see only in this installment. And I never thought there would be some goofy moments in such a serious movie. And the audience, and it was hilarious and the audience were laughing. The comedy did work out well. What keeps this flick like a snooze fest rerun? The sound effects, it was absolutely nuts. Every creak and crash will have you jumping, and those death scenes. They have leveled up with some new and twisted ways to go out, which will have you grimacing and grinning at the same time. And the best part, you don't have to binge watch the previous parts to vibe with this one. This just solidly stands alone. Final words, this movie doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it's a freaky ride with enough laughs and gaps to keep you locked in. Definitely an okayish one compared to the previous installments. This is definitely an okayish one. I never thought they would come up with even this standard for this antique ancient piece. So that's it. Smash that like and subscribe button. See you soon in another review video. See you.